This is a lot of freaking inky. Look at all this. This is too much. I, as you can see, have tried so many INKEY List products. Because I've tried so many products from the INKEY List, I thought this was a good opportunity for me to just do a full brand review. Talk about all the products that I really enjoyed. Talk about the products that I didn't really enjoy. All the reasoning behind both of those. And give you all some good recommendations if you're looking to purchase any INKEY List products yourself. Before we get started, I'm gonna ask that you hit that subscribe button and we'll get right into this video. Now, before we get started, I will give you a little hint. Even the products that I didn't really enjoy, they were not bad products. There's a couple ones that I haven't tried that really I don't think I would really like at all, but the products we're discussing today, I kind of really like all of them. I'm gonna go ahead and put them in order from my least favorite to my favorite. I'm kind of taking that from Hiram because he also did an INKEY List review and that's normally what he does, so I'm just gonna do that. But yeah, I mean, honestly, even the products that I didn't really like, I think they're still good products, and if you use them, A+ for you. They're really good, but let's go ahead and get started. First one we're gonna talk about is their multibiotic. This is one of their moisturizers. By the way, you can find all of these products at Sephora, which that's one of the reasons why I really like them. They're really accessible. They are one, if not the most affordable brand at Sephora. Some of their highlight ingredients include yogurtine balance, pretty much yogurt, which yogurt is pretty good for the skin, Brightening, which is a brightening agent, and squalane, which is one of my favorite oils. I have to say this moisturizer felt fine. It felt like a moisturizer that's gonna be pretty good for all skin types. For me with dry skin, this would be my daytime moisturizer. It would not get me through the night. This is too lightweight. Let me show you the texture really quick. So it is this cream type texture, but it's pretty lightweight. And the only reason this is at the bottom of my list is just because oh, it stinks. This smells really bad. Overall, it's a fine moisturizer. It does what you need to do, but because these products are fragrance free, sometimes they don't smell the best. And that's just something you get when you go that route of fragrance free products. It's one of the reasons why I personally enjoy fragrance in my skincare products is because I can't use this because of the smell. It's just gross. It's a gross scent, which makes me have to say, no matter how good this moisturizer is, I'm not gonna use it because of the experience. Oh God, I almost wanna go wash my hands. Now, my second to least favorite product is the Oat Cleansing Balm. This is one of people's favorites, so I'm probably gonna get some hate for this. I've even made videos explaining what this product does for the brand, and again, it's not a bad product whatsoever, but let me tell you why it's not one of my favorite products, but how I use it instead of how it's marketed for. So the reason it's this low in the list is because of the consistency. You've probably seen from my other videos that I really like cleansing balms with a nice, lightweight, airy consistency. I want something that's gonna be extremely lightweight on the skin, and this is just not that. It works totally fine. It breaks down things like it should. Again, it's just the experience of using it that pushes it to the bottom of the list. Now that it's getting a little warmer outside, I tend to wash my face in the morning, which is something I don't normally do. For someone like me with dry skin, I feel like I don't have to, and it can be overstripping. But if I want to cleanse in the morning, I want something extremely gentle. And y'all, I go in with an oil cleanser. I do not need to go in with a regular cleanser. Sometimes that can be so harsh. An oil cleanser, one like this that emulsifies really well, it's gonna be a great option for you to have that morning cleanse, but have something that's not stripping. And the only reason I can get away with doing that is because of how well this emulsifies. So that's really what I've been using this for. I've done this with other cleansing balms in the past. Some of my favorites, the ones that emulsify really well, they do the same thing. It's a great morning cleanse just to get any excess oil, sweat, or grime that you had on throughout the night. Get that off of your skin, especially during the summer times when you're a little sweaty at night. Just get it off of your skin and then you can have a clean palette for the rest of your routine. So not my favorite cleansing balm, but I kind of enjoy it. Next is their Hyaluronic Acid. Again, keep in mind this is at the bottom of the list, but this is not a bad product whatsoever. I actually use this a lot. Their Hyaluronic Acid serum is just a hydrating plumping serum. That's one of the reasons why it's at the bottom of the list. It's just kind of basic. Hyaluronic acid is kind of basic. It's an overrated product. People hype it up as anti-aging, and really all it's doing is plumping up those fine lines and wrinkles temporarily. It does act as hydration, and it does pull water to the skin. It does act as a delivery agent and pulls those ingredients deeper into the skin, but it's a serum that you just don't really need. Hyaluronic acid is found in so many different products. I can assure you, go look at the products that you're using. Go look for hyaluronic acid or sodium hyaluronate. Those are hyaluronic acid. You're going to find them in probably 99.9% of the products you already own. So this is just not necessary. This one's actually a nice serum. It is pretty hydrating. It is not very tacky like other hyaluronic acids that I've had in the past. And for that, I have to say I do really like it. But again, a hyaluronic acid serum, you don't really need it. Next is their polyglutamic acid. Now, polyglutamic acid is something that I was pretty unfamiliar with until I received this one in PR. But after looking it up, it's so similar to a hyaluronic acid serum. It's just another humectant, another hydrating serum. This one is a little thicker in consistency. If you can see, it's more of a gel versus the hyaluronic acid, which is more a watery serum. It feels better on the skin than hyaluronic acid, and if I were choosing between the two serums, I would definitely choose polyglutamic acid right now, and it's just because of the elegance of the serum. I think it works just as well as hyaluronic acid. It seems like just another humectant hydrating serum. Markets itself as a fine line plumper, but again, that's a very temporary thing. So if you're looking for just a hydrating serum, the hyaluronic acid or the polyglutamic acid is a good choice to go to, just not necessary. Next, we have their Simbright Moisturizer, and actually looking at the Sephora website, this one is not sold at Sephora. This is going to be the only product like that that's not sold in Sephora, so this one you would have to get through the INKEY List website. So the main ingredient is that Simbright, which is a brightening ingredient. This brand is very similar to The Ordinary, where it is focused on ingredients. Actually, did I even mention this? The INKEY List, the name stands for the INKEY List. A lot of people don't know this, but the INKEY List is another name for the ingredients list. So when somebody refers to the INKEY List, sometimes now they're referring to the brand the INKEY List, but you can refer to the INKEY List with any product out there because the INKEY List is just another name for the ingredients list. So this is just the brand's way of saying, hey, we focus on ingredients. Back to the Simbright Moisturizer. This does include plum extract, which is high in vitamin C, and that is brightening as well. This has a really nice consistency to it. The smell of this one is so much better than that multibiotic one. Feels a bit thicker than the multibiotic one as well. I think this one is really nice. I think it would work with a lot of skin types out there. If you're oily, I would say this one's probably just a night moisturizer for you. And if you're dry, probably a day moisturizer for you. This is like right in between. Next, we have their Retinal Serum. Now, this is something I've used a lot of with retinol when I'm testing it out. I really give myself a very long time with the product because retinol is something that you really need to test out for a long period of time. Normally with other products, I can give about 2 to 3 weeks, but with retinol, I kind of want to give months. I use the product until it's completely out, and even something like this, I'll probably use 2 containers of it before really making the decision on how I feel. So I've been sitting with this for a very long time. Retinol, as you know, is an anti-aging ingredient. It is something that boosts collagen and improves skin cell turnover. This one is this yellowy consistency. It's pretty lightweight. It sits well with other products. I can say I was pretty happy with this. It's not my favorite retinol serum. I've had some more elegant retinol serums in the past, and sometimes when my skin is a bit more irritated or sensitive, this can really exacerbate that irritation or sensitivity. This was a lot stronger than I was ready for. But I mean, for $10, a $10 retinol serum is really good because retinol can be pricey. But I think it's a good retinol. It's good, it's effective, it's really easy to incorporate in your routine again because it sits well with other products. Overall, a pretty good retinol choice. Moving on to their other retinol, which is their Retinal Eye Cream. Now, unfortunately, Retinal Eye Cream is something that I am investing my time and energy in because as I smile more, you know, because I'm a happy person, I'm starting to notice some crow's feet, and you know, it's starting to show my age. And crow's feet, you know, they're hot and sexy on some people, but I'm just not ready for all that. So I really like using a retinol eye cream, especially one like this. A lot of people really aren't fans of eye creams, but I actually like them, especially when they're incorporating with those active ingredients like retinol. I don't really agree with putting that regular retinol serum up there on that eye area because that eye area is just too sensitive. So when you have a product like an eye cream with the retinol in it, that's taking that sensitive area into consideration. This one's a bit more creamy, but it's not too heavy, and I think a lot of people experience milia. So if you experience milia and don't want that thick consistency, this would be a good option for you. It's not too irritating around that area. I use it about every other night, I would say, but I think this is a great option if you're looking for a retinol eye cream, and it's pretty affordable too. So I think the products that we just talked about are all the ones that I'm pretty okay with. I like those products, but the ones we're going to get into now are the ones that I really like and have recommended consistently. The first one is Rosehip Oil. Rosehip Oil is a beautiful oil, one that is excellent for people with acne prone skin. It's really high in antioxidants and is great if you have oily skin, dry skin. I just love Rosehip Oil. You really only need like 2 to 3 drops of this, but when you use it at night after your moisturizer, you really wake up with such a beautiful glow. A lot of rosehip oils are actually clear, and I don't really understand that because my idea of a rosehip oil is going to be something that's a little more golden like this. This to me means that it's a good rosehip oil, and I don't know if that's true or not, but this one's really nice. Again, it's a bit heavier, so I recommend you use it at night. And if you're someone with acne and you're kind of scared of oils, this is a good one for you. Next, we have Niacinamide. You all know I love niacinamide, and this is one of my favorite formulations because of how hydrating it is. It's a bit heavier than, like, let's say The Ordinary's niacinamide serum, and it's just because it includes so many other ingredients too. You can go and watch my niacinamide video. It talks about all of the benefits of niacinamide and also my favorite products, and this one is included in that video. It's a serum that's going to be perfect for you if you have oily, acne-prone skin, if you deal with irritation, if you deal with sensitivity, if you deal with a damaged skin barrier. Niacinamide is a great option to incorporate into your routine. This one does have 10% niacinamide, which is a bit on the high side, but again, niacinamide really works for a lot of people, so it could be totally fine for your skin. It's something that you just kind of have to test out for yourself, because just like that hyaluronic acid that I mentioned earlier, niacinamide is formulated in a lot of things, so you may not necessarily need a designated niacinamide serum. This one actually does contain hyaluronic acid as well, so this will give you both the benefits of niacinamide and the plumpness and hydratedness of that hyaluronic acid serum. Excellent, excellent choice for a niacinamide serum. Next, we have a newer find for me. This is the Fulvic Acid Brightening Cleanser. Fulvic. Not my favorite name, but you know, if it's made with fulvic acid, then it's made with fulvic acid. What do you want me to do about it? This is a newer launch from the brand, and fulvic acid is actually a very gentle form of exfoliation. And I think exfoliating cleansers, there's something that I'm introducing a bit more into my routine because I really like the gentle yet more frequent form of exfoliation. It gives you this brightening effect because it's gently exfoliating your skin. It's a really nice formula. It even has these things in it. Let me try and put it on my hand so you can see. So it has little particles in it. You can't really feel them when you're massaging your skin. This one is fragrance free too, but it does have a very refreshing smell to it. I was just really happy with this cleanser. It has a light foam to it. It's not stripping whatsoever. I'm always looking for brightening ingredients, so I wanted something like this. I think this is a fantastic option. I'm really happy with this cleanser. Next one we have is the 15% vitamin C and EGF. This is a really brightening serum, and y'all, I was really impressed by this. A lot of times with vitamin C's, they can be irritating. Ascorbic acid in general, it can be irritating, it can be sensitive, it can be finicky. A lot of times it just doesn't work with people's skin because sometimes it's so high. Like the percentage of vitamin C serums on the market right now, they're a little much. So this contains 15% vitamin C glucoside, which is that ingredient that's not only gonna brighten, but it's gonna protect your skin from environmental stressors throughout the day. A vitamin C serum in the morning is an absolute must for me. And actually, vitamin C serums boost the protection of your sunscreen, which why wouldn't you want that? That EGF is that 1% epitensive that really helps with the elasticity and the health of your skin. Again, vitamin C can be irritating. If you get irritated from vitamin C's, check this one out. I was really pleased with this one, and this one has been a repurchase from me multiple times. All right, I have two more products, and I'm actually gonna put them as a tie because I just can't decide. They are the Salicylic Acid Cleanser and the Q10 Serum. This Q10 Serum, let's talk about that first. Q10 Serum I have repurchased time and time again. This one is really beautiful. As I mentioned before, vitamin C can irritate my skin, so the Q10 was a perfect option for me. That Q10 is an antioxidant, so again, it's gonna help to protect you from environmental stressors throughout the day. It has peptides, which help with the elasticity of your skin, and it also has squalane, that oil that I really love. It wasn't necessarily lightweight, it was a bit thicker in consistency, it's a bit creamy. I was really happy with this. This is probably my favorite serum from the brand that I've tried so far. And again, if you deal with irritation with vitamin C, this is an excellent option for you to still get that protection throughout the day, but straying away from vitamin C, specifically L-ascorbic acid. Last product, which again is tied for me with that Q10 serum, is their Salicylic Acid Cleanser, which this one actually surprises me. Salicylic acid is that BHA that goes down and really clears your pores. And the reason I've been loving this is because I've been using this almost every single day in the morning, just right on my T-zone. And this really helps with the congestion in my skin. It helps with blackheads, it helps with those sebaceous filaments. It's not drying, it comes in this gel consistency, it's foaming. It's gonna be something that's more gentle, but something that you can incorporate a bit more into your routine that's not gonna be irritating or drying whatsoever. This is a fantastic option if you have oily skin, but for someone like me with dry skin, I really only focus it where I need it, and I can use it more frequently, again, because it's a wash-off product, so it's gonna be a bit more gentle. This is a fantastic product, and I even like to incorporate the Paula's Choice 2% BHA liquid in my routine probably like once a week or so, but on top of that, to really fight that congestion right in my T-zone, I do like to use this, especially in the morning times. Using a salicylic acid or an exfoliant during the daytime is totally fine as long as you're protecting your skin throughout the day with that sunscreen. So that is all the products that I've tried from the INKEY List. There are a couple more that I'm looking to try hopefully soon. What are your favorite products that you've tried from the INKEY List so far, and what products didn't you like? I'm really interested to hear your thoughts on these. Before you go, make sure to subscribe, like this video, and hit that bell notification so you get updated every single time I post a brand new video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!